But if you look at this, what do you see on her shirt? It says "Got League Passed."
Why do I feel like I'm about to be offended?
Oh shit! Here we go again.
We're going to talk about something that I've noticed that maybe you haven't noticed too much. The OnlyFansification of the WNBA. The WNBA have been kind of losing money for the past forever. And this recent kind of crop of WNBA draftees, have basically set the internet on fire.
Yeah, she showed me some of this actually.
Yes, so I'll share some of it now. So we've got Cameron Brink, who's probably leading the lust rating pretty heavily here. We'll share this screen. So that's Cameron Brink on the set of the Paul George podcast. That's right, Paul George has a podcast. You haven't made it unless you got a podcast. Obviously, there she is. She's 6'4". She's essentially built like a model. People really like her.
This guest is the biggest, newest star in LA now. Killer Cameron Brink. Welcome to the show. Appreciate you.
Thank you for having me.
Yes.
So yeah, she's very bubbly. She's in LA Sparks, I think her team is. What's your first thoughts of her?
I mean, she's definitely someone that push forward as an attractive focal point.
She's very marketable. They're marketing her now, but she's also come out and said that she wants to do Sports Illustrated. So she's already thinking beyond.
Caitlin Clark, you guys have really raised the level of women.
Like where it called, to nap, right? Like it's stuff. And she was really kind to me.
I'm trying to get to it, but I don't think I can. Hold on here. Whoa, I gotta be careful with these images. The LA Sparks Friday night crowd to see Caitlin Clark versus the number one pick. Caitlin Clark, who was the number one pick, versus Cameron Brink, who was the number two pick, had a crowd of 19,103, which is actually bigger than the Lakers crowd all season long. So that's pretty telling. If you can garner, wow, thanks. He's a Heat fan, everyone. Forgive his untasteworthiness. But yeah, it just shows if you have an attractive figure, you can market them very, very strongly. She's in the right market for it. But what do you think about her comments that she is wanting to do, Sports Illustrated cover? Seems pretty unrelated to basketball.
I mean, got to market it. And I mean, women's sport to the male enthusiast is pretty boring.
Yeah.
I would even say no matter how talented you are as an individual, the overall sport is pretty just not as exciting, not as entertaining. So how are you going to get bums on the seats? I feel like this is a way that you can branch out. Sports Illustrated, use sexualization, basically. More male fans are going to be, oh, she's hot. Oh, wow, who's that on the cover? And, oh, okay, start watching the game. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Basically, yeah.
Sex sells.
Basically, like what you say when you watch a like a YouTube short or something like that, and
Mhm.
I'm like, oh yep, and you're like, click on the link, and I'm like, what? And you're like, she'll have an OnlyFans. It's like, yeah, like 99.9% of anyone that you say they'll have an OnlyFans. I'm like, no way, not this nerd geeky person, or not this innocent young person. You know, just like literally, they'll have an OnlyFans. And yeah,
Yeah,
you're right.
and they almost always do.
Yep.
That's right, guys. If there's an attractive woman posting attractive photos of herself on Instagram, she probably has a link tree which goes to an OnlyFans. It's a funnel to get you to click and spend like, I don't know, $20 a month or whatever it is for
Crazy.
services. Yeah.
Crazy.
And what I think they're doing with the WNBA is they're using the marketability of players like Cameron Brink to, you know, market and push forward. She's already I think she's actually being sponsored by Kim Kardashian's Skims brand, which is a pretty huge sponsorship right there. But, you know, she's attractive. She's got a look about her. And she's also very camera friendly. And she also posts photos that show that, videos that show that.
Maybe not the photo that you got up at the moment.
Well, I mean, this photo here is obviously mid game. Like I said, I'm actually partially afraid to scroll down. I don't know what's. Here we go. This is her photo shoot right here. So as you can see on her shirt, here, it's a high rise kind of skirt. Yeah, I think when you're like a 6'4" female, you probably don't have too many options.
Oh,
there it
that's
is.
different. Yeah,
it exists. Yeah.
yeah. It looks like it was edited or something.
But if you look at this, what do you see on her shirt? It says "Got League Pass."
Oh, I thought it said "Get League Pass."
The question mark.
Got or get?
As in, have you
Get.
got League Pass?
Oh, got League Pass. Yeah.
So they're trying to use this as a way to
watch. Nah, I'll be right.
To watch it. Yeah. You know, it's like, have you got League Pass? We're using our hypersexualized young model-esque player to bring the attention to it. So I think it's going to lead to things, and NBA players, or WNBA players for that matter, don't have a very long shelf life, I guess. Like most women in sports don't have the longest shelf life, except for tennis players. So this is going to open modeling and then a whole bunch of those undesirable things, just because of looks alone. So yeah, just like we kind of think, you know, sex sells. Obviously without makeup, hair all scraggy, you know. But yeah, I think it's going to go down a bad route, in my opinion.
Well, I mean, you were saying there was a whole bunch of women now rocking up to the games before the NBA game, or WNBA games, and they were like, one of them was wearing some shirtless thing with her boobs pretty much out and a black vest thing over it, and yeah, like they were just hypersexualizing what they were wearing, like, you know what I mean, like.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's just another way to bring eyes to the prize. I'll see if I can find it. Right, I'm going to share this with you now. It is. There we go. Kelsey Plum. The camera knew what it wanted to see there. Good thing for her, she covered up. But what did you say the other day about this, Jay?
Not sure. What did I say, Dan?
You said Kelsey showed her plums.
God, I'm funny.
Yeah. Kelsey Plum showed her melons, and now we all want to see her fruit basket.
Hey, Orange. Orange, you glad I didn't say banana?
Yeah. Obviously, as you can see, like, here's the thing: you're an athlete, so you're probably going to have a better physique than 99% of the people out there. But, you know, I don't know. I just feel like if a man rocked up like this, it would be like, the hell's he wearing? But however, I think Russell Westbrook would
Have
probably
you
wear
seen
sunglasses.
half of the NBA players of what they wear?
Yeah, they do dress like
Yeah,
idiots.
some of that shit is questionable. And they be out there saying, "Oh, this is style. This is fresh. This is
It's not.
clean, man."
Yeah,
Dude,
no.
you look shit.
But yeah, I mean, like, it's just another example. I can't remember the chick's name. There's a couple which actually say they don't want to be sexualized, but then they'll still. So here's Angel Race, for example. She doesn't want to be sexualized. So she doesn't want to be sexualized though, but she's going to do a photo shoot like this. I don't know. Does it seem like she really doesn't want to be sexualized? You tell me.
Hey, she wants to get that money.
Yeah, exactly. She's going to get that. She's going to get that $300,000 a year or whatever it is, and then flip the switch, go straight to the fans' accounts. 100%. Yeah, that's the OnlyFansification of, or the fetishization of the WNBA. Thank you for watching Glass Culture Podcast. If you liked this video, click here to subscribe. If you want to see the full podcast, click here.